special. I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah!
And I will get rid of you. No problem. Look, I have no problem being the underdog.
Control center. Oh, my God. I agree,
You, me, Elimination Chamber for the Universal Championship.
My own direction, no one can pull me out. I've always felt different from the others. I'm running away now. Fears are fading, won't stop bleeding. 'Cause I'm sick of staying up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you just got a freak like me.
It's time to take it to the max!
It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Welcome to episode 361 of the Cap and Mo Show. We're about to take it to the max, and we are a week and a bit away from, well, they call it a speed bump on the road to WrestleMania. I call it a pothole. Blood Money 7. That's
Jesus Christ.
Elimination Chamber to everybody without a conscience. Because it's in Saudi Arabia this year. For reasons.
Yeah. Reasons. Terrible ones, but reasons.
And already we have two very unwanted matches made on SmackDown. One for Blood Money, one for Mania. First off, the match that we dreaded being made official because the WWE have dropped the same ball twice. Now, Ronda is not facing Becky one-on-one. She's facing the Golden Girl, Charlotte Flair.
Because reasons.
Yeah, what's the story?
I'm not that dumb, so I don't know.
Oh, wait, they had a Twitter beef? No, that was Becky and Ronda. They've had several promos? No, that was Becky and Ronda. Huh.
They're both blonde. Nope, she's brunette.
Yeah. I just book Charlotte, damn it.
Just put Charlotte in there.
I really don't give a shit. There's no story. There's no reason for me to care about this match.
That's the thing. That's where it is right there, bro. That's the seed that planted it all. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. And why? Because the old man doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. You if this was Becky, this would be fucking headline news right now. This would be headline fucking news. Everybody's talking about it. You know, it's up there. Fucking the Marks are, in their wonderland because they're, supreme, because they're women's division and blah, 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 blah. But it's fucking Charlotte and Ronda, and everybody's half hoping Ronda whips her ass and then half hopes that she immediately goes home. Like these, so.
Even the people who don't want Ronda back in WWE will admit Becky would make more sense.
Yeah. You just named like the Twitter beef and all the other nonsense that they had prior. And, upon return, you think that you would kind of maybe, I don't know, build on stuff that had happened. But hey, what do I know? I just, have watched wrestling for 25 fucking years.
Yeah, they only have history because Charlotte got involved in Ronda's already feud with Becky. What was it, 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Then she wasn't needed or wanted either. She just got added to it.
Because
the whole beef was between Becky and Ronda.
Because she's Charlotte.
Because she's Charlotte Flair. Damn it. Secondly, Wild Bill hip replacement is back again. Bill Goldberg. tweaking more than a
He
meth
said
addict.
Wild Bill hip replacement. I was like, that's the worst Pokemon name I've ever heard.
I choose you. You're next.
No.
Seriously, what is up with his promos? He's tweaking more than a meth addict.
Oh, you know, I haven't seen it. I got the thing right here, which, by the way,
Right.
like me getting ready to bash this fucking guy with this fucking poster behind me doesn't look good. But check this out. You see, when you were fucking cool like this, I'm all about it. When you're back here for zero reason, zero, I don't understand it. I understand that this is a match they've wanted for a while. They felt it's a marquee match. I dig it. I do. Why didn't it happen like a year ago?
Roman isolated, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had because of fucking COVID. Okay.
Yeah, and they replaced him with Braun. So okay,
Fine.
but
Fine.
why does Goldberg get to just walk in and call a title shot?
Thank you. Why did he just get to jump the line? There you go. Give me something besides the he was in quarantine, out with COVID nonsense, and this is why we couldn't have the match. He's got to work. He can't just show up and expect the title. Like that just means any fucking jerk off in the back should be able to do that, right?
Where's Big E's rematch?
There you go. Where's Big E's rematch?
Shit, where's Kofi's rematch?
No, they're never going to give Kofi a rematch. Never. We tried with you, kid. It didn't work out, but I was really popular. You don't know popular.
It's basically spear versus spear. That's the whole hype around the match.
Yeah.
But
some people think that Bill winning would be a good idea, and I'm like, them having the match is already a bad idea.
Yeah.
To extend a feud is worse. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get him in, get him out. Let Roman whip his ass for like 5-6 minutes in the middle of the Saudi whatever, and fucking let's just go home because it's already booked.
Like you said, Goldberg was cool back in the late 90s, and now he can't go anymore. That's the biggest problem with him coming back constantly and getting title matches. He can't go anymore.
Yeah.
2 matches, he's done. 2 matches, 2 moves, he's done.
Moves. And then I hate to harper and I hate to bring back old shit, but look at what happened with Taker. I understand they were both old. I get it. There's parameters of the whole bit. But if he's going to do that with one of the fucking more established, well-rounded fucking workers there's ever goddamn been, what the fuck's going to happen with him and Roman?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to get a little wild with this guy and you're hoping he's just going to take care of you?
Yeah, he was old, but look at Sting.
Sting's on some shit, boy. I don't know what, but he is on some shit.
I noticed he's always like got everything covered up. He's on Venom.
He's on.
He's got Venom injected straight into his veins.
There you go.
So yeah, 2 unwanted matches that are supposedly marquee matches. I guess the good news is we're getting Roman and Goldberg at Elimination Chamber, which means Roman's probably going to go over, and then of course we got Roman and Brock at Mania.
Yep.
So that's another thing. Goldberg's coming back, and we know he's going to lose. So what's the point? But then, unless you're Bully Ray, who thinks Goldberg should win just to stir shit up, and then Roman wins it back the next week.
Like I said, there's 0 point of building a fucking feud. It's exactly the idiot I was talking about. It's like, why? What is the point? Oh, their names. Dude, this is the problem. You see, this is the problem. This is why AEW's has a fucking over 1 million viewers. Probably going to be 3 weeks straight after this last episode because hot damn.
Hope so.
But it's because of the fucking buzz. It's because of the star building capabilities. They're not just, you don't just worry about Jericho and you don't just worry about, Kenny and all those other dudes. You worry about a dude like a Jungie, okay? You worry about a dude like a Darby, like look at where the fuck MJF is right now. They've built fucking stars. They had to. They're not relying on dudes from the past because that's what garners a pop. Hey, look at this name. Look at this name. Look at this name. Stop that. Start building some fucking names, and then maybe you don't have to fucking pay a fucking old guy like Goldberg, like fucking $75,000 to go to fucking, or probably way more than that.
Yeah,
probably
that's
closer to like
money.
a couple $100,000 to go to fucking Saudi Arabia and lose.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's more 7 figures.
You know, I really, you're probably right. I'm probably underballing it like a sumbitch.
He gets 75 grand per second.
Fucking get him in and get him out then. Let's go. Fucking who's gonna set the new pin record? Roman. Make it happen.
Oh, that'd be great.
You know what? That makes it work. If you really want to bring him back just for that, I don't mind laughing at it.
Goldberg gets beat with one spear. The irony.
It's stupid, but I'll laugh at it.
So that's our top story. Now let's go to old stories as we revisit this week in wrestling history. Very short and sweet this week. I've only got 3 pieces of history. You notice there's a lot of birthdays. I've only got a few, so hopefully you obviously got more than me. First up in history, though, on February 5th, 1988, Andre the Giant defeated Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship when Ted DiBiase paid referee Earl Hebner to count the pin, even though Hogan's shoulder was up. Andre then handed the title to DiBiase, which WWE declared null and void. Which led to a tournament to crown a new champion at WrestleMania 4. So Ted DiBiase was actually champion for a week and defended the title, but it doesn't count.
Bastards.
It's not included in history.
Bastards.
It's unsanctioned.
You bastards. But it was great, though. That was a great moment. I don't give a fuck. That was a great moment.
I love the idea of Andre the Giant winning the title because the referee was paid off.
Well, yeah, he was a part of the stable. He was getting paid. It's just like, fuck yeah. It's like, wait, well, my question was, how much are you paying this fucking guy? Because I'm sure he's already making a shit ton of money. Like, are you paying him and you're paying the bar tab? Like, that's my question.
Oh, I wouldn't want to pay that bar tab.
Hey, you know what? You're not wrong. I'm just like, like
even Ted DiBiase would be bankrupt.
You really want to persuade Andre the Giant? You fucking, I got your bar tab. You want this thing here? Okay. Like, he don't give a fuck.
Here's my house.
We drink now. It's fucking 6 a.m. now. Okay, I'm not arguing with you.
February 6th, 1977, Harley Race defeated Terry Funk on a house show to win his second NWA World Heavyweight title. If you look at the history of the NWA title from like 75 to 80, it's just Terry Funk, Harley Race, Giant Baba, Terry Funk, Harley Race. And then the 80s come along and it's just Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Just Ric Flair, Ric Flair, Ric Flair. Finally, I said it was short and sweet. Today in history, and actually recent history, on Dynamite last year, Kenny Omega and Kenta defeated Jon Moxley and Lance Archer in a Falls Count Anywhere main events. Kenta was like the first person to walk through the Forbidden Door.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was the first dude. If I'm not, yeah, that sounds exactly right. I believe that was like the first guy that really showed up. And then I want to say it was who the fuck came next?
Ronda Rousey was still in NWA when she showed up. That's
true. But who was the other like New Japan? I think it was a while before we got another New Japan person.
We got a couple of we got Juice.
There
Finley.
you go. That's right. It was the fucking it was goddamn Juice. The fuck was their stupid name?
Bin Juice.
There you go.
And then he even went over to Impact and won the tag team titles for a while.
Hell yeah.
So
badass.
Here's the short list of birthdays that I've got for this past week, and it's pretty much like one a day. So Chris Sabin turned 40, Madison Rayne turned 36, Hikuleo. I have too many vowels. Turned 31.
You're not wrong.
Zion Quinn, aka Roman Reigns Light, turned 32. Tommy Dreamer turned 51, and happy birthday today to Taiji Ishimori, turned 31. Kevin Matthews, everybody remember him from Impact a few years ago, turned 39. And Legend Victoria turned 51.
Oh, yeah.
What else we got?
I don't mean to say it. Fucking David Flair's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
David Flair, March the 6th. We got Mr. Anderson, March the 6th. Shaquille O'Neal, Val Venus, March the 6th.
Oh, wait, those are next month.
Seen somebody. Oh, this is in March.
Yeah.
Wrong March. What?
Maybe that's why I missed them all.
I was going to say, I was like, I fucked up.
We'll wish you a happy birthday again next month.
Happy
guys.
birthday to all you crazy bastards because I fucked up next month. There you go.
Well, you know your birthdays are coming, so we better get an invite.
Right. And now that I'm looking at all the other ones you've named, all the... I was like, wait a minute, this is a lot of birthdays. What do you mean you only got a couple? Because I was in the wrong month.
If we don't get an invite... This is what happens
when you have too many screens in front of you.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't be that guy.
So, if we don't get an invite to those upcoming birthdays in March, we're going to be saying some shit online, which is,
that's right,
ironically, what comes up next in the next segment, because this is shit Mark say.
Oh, God.
Can you believe the shit these marks say?
I think I only had one last week, but I got a few this week. So, once again, names have been changed to protect their stupidity. First up, we have Bernardo Mayonnaise.
Bernardo Mayonnaise.
So this is actually 2 tweets from Bernardo Mayonnaise.
Oh my God.
First up, I won't be watching AEW Dynamite tonight for the surprise, as I want to keep my sanity and not end up brainwashed. I will, however, be ripping the piss out of Tony when his mega debut turns out to be Keith Lee or Cross. So now this is another tweet from the same guy a few months ago. Keith Lee is just top tier. Dude on the mic, fire. Dude in the ring, fire. Dude in general, fire. This segment is gold. Hashtag WWE Raw.
This is the fucking...
So you're a fan of somebody when they're in WWE, but not when they're in another company. Is that how it works? That tells me you're not a fan of any wrestler. You're just blowing Vince.
And trust me, dude, I swear to God, that is 90% of these fucking marks. It's not that they don't like these dudes. It's not. Like I've met some dudes that they prefer the guys from the E more, and they give logical reasons, and I'm like, holy shit, like you're what the fuck? And it's like, oh well, this is why, and I'm going to be honest. I'll be real honest here. A lot of some of these hardcore E fans that wouldn't mind switching over or at least double dipping, they don't want to be a part of the toxicity, they call it, of AEW fans. And I'm like, we're just smarter than you. And they're like, well, we don't like to be told that. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know, honestly, but that's the thing. They've been riding the fucking coattails of Vince forever. They don't know nothing else. They don't want to know anything else. And because there's something else out there, they have to bash it.
I would say also the toxicity is pretty one-sided because, like, we just enjoy multiple products, but most of the bitching comes from the E-drones.
The E-drones.
For absolutely no reason other than they're on AEW.
That's it.
And I guarantee if Bernardo Mayonnaise is blowing Vince, he's gargling some mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah, he's probably an expert at this point. Like I said, how do you go from absolutely loving Keith Lee to I won't be there. I won't be watching it because I already know the surprise. Okay, well then go fuck yourself.
It was literally a few months ago too, so it wasn't even when Keith was like on top form. It was when he was getting wasted on Raw.
It's when he was just about to be the Bearcat.
Right? Yeah, probably when he was Bearcat. This next one, I'm not going to change the name because the name says it all. It's Tribal Chief at Roman Empire and a bunch of numbers. You know what's coming. Okay.
Bro, I just want to know, like, how fucking sweaty are the nuts that they put in the mouth? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are some sweaty balls.
Well, the profile picture, all I see is a beard and then, like, a white mist. I don't know if it's mist or something else.
Andale, way.
So first up, there's a tweet that says that commercial-free first hour of Raw contained a whole 10 minutes and 32 seconds of actual in-ring action. It's hard not to compare companies when WWE goes and does this. Fair enough. A bunch of wrestlers backstage doing nothing that could have actually been used. Fair point. Tribal Chief replies, sorry there wasn't a pointless 60-minute draw match. You're obviously missing the points
Huh?
of a 60-minute draw,
And it built a feud.
right?
It
was also an hour of wrestling.
It also established the reality that this young guy in Hangman Page can hang with a fucking crazy old vet. I wouldn't say called old, but a crazy vet like fucking B-Drive.
Yeah.
So
And
what?
I would much rather a match go 60 minutes and draw than a pointless DQ, because at least
know
if you go
what?
60 minutes, they're as good as each other.
Exactly. But you want to know what? I want to know what this fucking dickhead's reaction was when they did that 60-minute gauntlet about a year ago.
Yeah, or any Iron Man match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like-
what's your fucking thoughts about those there, pal?
Brett and Shawn went 60 minutes and it was a draw. Yeah, but they went to overtime. Yeah, but it was still a draw, which
Still
proved
a
they were
draw.
just as good as each other, and then Shawn just needed a cheap shot to win.
Which is
Well.
a story, which is what they use to build and make a fucking story. Because that's the fucking thing. They used to make stories. They used to fucking build on shit and give you reasons to. And now what it is their fucking stories get half built because you kind of know what's happening. They kind of throw shit together because people beat up on each other. And then all of a sudden, we don't like that direction, cut it off.
Yeah,
As opposed to back then, they would actually pay it off.
do you remember stories, E-Drones? Now it's just show up and I want a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Again, we pop for the name, and that's it.
Okay, I don't need to change the name on this one, folks, because this comes from Danny. I'm sure that'll narrow it down.
Donnie.
Danny says the Saudi government has done more for women wrestlers than Tony has within his own company. I don't recall ever seeing any of the women in AEW forced to cover up their entire bodies.
I remember seeing this fucking tweet, and I was like, I swear I wanted to just write in the comments, yo, what's the address? I'm gonna beat this motherfucker ass. Like, how fucking stupid are you? They're in a fucking country where they fucking view women in almost the most negative way possible, which is fucking disgusting, by the way. But that doesn't matter to you because it's what they've done for women's wrestling, right? It's about women's wrestling, not about the women part in general. That's why fucking Tony don't go. He's not willing to degrade the women on his fucking roster just to display them to try to get them over when they don't give a living shit. They don't. Whether you want to believe it or not, they don't care. Is it a cool, groundbreaking moment that, there was women that wrestled in Saudi Arabia? Sure, whatever. I don't give a shit. Do you give a shit? Because I don't give a shit. I don't think half the other fucking people that watch this thing give a shit. But they did it because they wanted to be the first. But in what way is it groundbreaking or impactful? You're literally just going against the grain. And it did nothing to help anybody.
And they
didn't all of a sudden allow, you know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't all of a sudden fucking allow women to do more shit because fucking WWE said women can do things. So, fuck out of here.
Yeah, this chamber now, they're all going to be dressed exactly the same. All black, t-shirt.
All black with a t-shirt, baby.
And
only
finally,
distincting factor besides their hair is going to be the t-shirt.
It's ironic.
Who's that? Oh, that's is that Bianca or is that Sasha? I can't see the shirt.
Oh wait, it's the hair.
It's the hair.
But you know what? This is a dark joke now. It's ironic, really, that we're going to get 6 women in a cage in Saudi Arabia.
Burnt the fuck out. Fucking damn.
Okay, I'm going to get cancelled. Finally, from Henry the Ninth and his 6 brain cells.
Yeah.
This is a great one. NXT posted join Wesley, Amari Miller, Damon Kemp, Draco Anthony, Caden, Osho, Alicia Taylor for Black History Month discussion on Twitter Spaces. Henry the Ninth responds, "Where's Io Shirai?"
What?
Famous black wrestler Io Shirai, right?
What? I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, she's a gangster and all, but what?
Okay. It's
You know what? There's a great saying out here that I've learned from very many people working in the school districts. You can't teach stupid.
no. This is just like naming a bunch of Irish wrestlers and then being like, "Where's Drew McIntyre?"
Fucking, it's fucking dumb. But yes. No, I mean it is. No, it's God. That's. Okay, let me give you a fucking terrible example. It's like naming off a bunch of Mexican wrestlers and then saying, who's a fucking guy with just like Sammy Guevara.
Right.
It's like this guy is as fucking white as they come, and the only reason his last name is Guevara is because that was his dad's last name. He's
Terrible.
Partly Spanish. But yes, it's that. What? She's not even black. Like
Exactly. The whole point.
Fucking Jesus. This is why these are marks.
And this is the shit they say.
Fucking hell.
That's our new tagline, by the way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, PromoMania is upon us. It's our biggest event of the year. It's the night everybody wants to be a part of. On March 31st, we take to the stage in a rematch from last year's Cinematic Showdown. I take the World Championship back from the Phoenix in a cinematic sequel. That's not a prediction, that's a spoiler.
Love it.
We don't know the opponent, but we do know Moses has issued an open challenge for a promo exhibition at PromoMania. Who's going to step up to El Jefe?
Who's got the fucking huevos, baby? That's the question.
And speaking of mystery opponents, last week Alexander Rowan returned to confirm that Travis Walker Anderson will be at PromoMania, and his opponent apparently knows who he is, but we're still waiting. As far as I know, the mystery opponent has not let us know.
I've heard nothing.
Alexander gave them a week to respond. They're going to have to respond by the end of this episode. Otherwise, we're going to hear again from Alexander. So
all I know for sure is it ain't me and it ain't you.
No. So
I know
whoever
for
it is, please respond by the end of this episode, because I don't really want to get hacked again.
Yeah, that wasn't fun, bro.
You know how expensive this shit is?
It ain't cheap.
Also, at PromoMania, we have a mini Ring of Games for a future shot at the Television Championship. So Phoenix gets to rest on that one. He's going to lose enough against me. And finally, the Iron Bank Challenge on the pre-launch show March 29th. Somebody is going to win the briefcase, which gives them a chance to cash in on any champion within 1 year. Last year, it was won by Chris Durham, who passed it on to the Phoenix when he retired, and Phoenix then lost it to Chad Malcolm. So the 2021 case is yet to be cashed in, and Chad has until the end of PromoMania to cash it in, because we're going to have two briefcases bouncing around.
Mm-hmm. It's too many.
More to come from PromoMania. Go to maxwrestling.net/PromoMania7 for more information.
Cause I'm sick of getting up and dead going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer.
It's the Ultimate Vanessa, your girl's favorite wrestler. Hey, yo, what up? It's Darby Allin.
This is the voice of Killer Cross.
It's the interview queen, Alicia Atute here.
You are watching
Max Wrestling Podcast.
You are currently listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast.
We're going to take it to the max.
We're about to take it to the max.
And we're about to take it to the max.
It's time to take it to the max.
Hey, welcome to the Madhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Madhouse.
Cause I'm sick of getting up and dead going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
Welcome back to the Cap and Mo Show. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us. We're literally everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, CastBox, and Podbay.
Yeah, fucking everywhere, goddammit.
Okay, on to AEW.
What a fucking show, bud.
We were promised surprises. We got surprises. We kicked off with the segment of MJF. This nice little spoiler for upcoming, basking in his own glory. With like cardboard cutouts of his friend from last week. They were very good quality.
They were top-notch shit, man.
My favorite part of the segment was just the constant cuts to Wardlow's face and just the exasperation on his face. Just, really?
The fucking, like I said, the feuds that get planted in AEW are meant to build for a while, just stem, and then all of a sudden when they fucking explode, they're gonna explode in a big way. And you're seeing it. You're literally seeing the steam and the bubbles start to boil over. It's getting to that part.
This MJF and Wardlow feud is in a slow cooker, cooking nicely.
But it's gonna get spicy at the end.
Obviously, we were interrupted by CM Punk, who this week brought along a couple of friends, Darby Allin and Sting. Basically, they wanted to fight. Punk wants a rematch. But I love how he said, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the guy that actually beat me last week, Wardlow.
Right.
Which, of course, sets up the match that we got a little bit later on, which was Punk and a mystery partner versus FTR. The partner could not be Darby or Sting, which made us wonder if it was going to be another debut, because we already knew we were getting one.
The speculation in the TSK went bananas. I kid you not. We went from who was the biggest hitter? Samoa Joe. We thought Samoa Joe would show up,
right?
Because I'm like, all the Ring of Honor history. That was a DC one. He dropped that. We thought, who was the other cat we thought of? It was Curryman, just because I was like, bro, Curryman, what you mean? Like Ring of Honor, come on now. And so the Curryman idea was dropped. There was somebody else that was like, God damn, who else was cool? Oh, this is when everybody thought Ryback was going to show up. And I was like, oh, the fuck he would. But then it turned out to be John. And it was like, oh, okay. I haven't seen this guy in a bit. So, all right, well, we saw him last week, but still.
Not mad about it.
Nah, not at all.
They actually made a really good team. I honestly think this was Punk's best match in AEW so far. Like,
it was on the verge of a 5, bro. That tag team match was that damn old. You know what? No. I gave it a 5 last night. I'm gonna stick with my guns on this one. That was absolute 5-star madness. FTR, I don't give a shit anymore. They're the fucking best tag team in the world. I don't I've literally gone back and forth. Is it fucking Penta and Phoenix? Is it the Bucks? Is it this guys? It's fucking FTR, and then it's everybody else. They're the fucking best.
And Punk really made him look good last night. He took a beating. He was constantly on the defensive, constantly missing tags, constantly being isolated by FTR. It was a great match for them too. And then we got some cool double team spots with Punk and Mox. Just a great match.
Awesome Doomsday device. Flashback to some the Road Warriors.
Right.
God.
And it actually ends with a freaking Anaconda Vice. How long has it been since we saw that?
It's been a hot minute. Even Teddy called that finish out.
I swear, Mox is always trying to hit the paradigm shift quicker than the last time. He's looking for instant. I think he's trying to make it like the stunner effect, where it's just boom, bang, instant finisher. I dig it. I like it. It's just it's got to be one of those ones that unfortunately does have a little bit of a transition. But I mean, hell, if you can figure out how to speed it up, make it look good still without dumping somebody, handle it. I love how you make it frantic. The transition into the paradigm shift eventually was great. It was just like under the arm, hook it, bring him around, boom.
Good
nice
stuff.
Reversal.
Quality shiz.
I actually want to see a lot more Punk and Mox tag teams. I was actually surprised Bryan Danielson didn't come out at any point because, of course, he's trying to start a faction with Mox.
Exactly. That was a little question for me too, but I figured there was a little bit enough star power as it is. They could kind of tone it down just a tidbit.
Yeah. We did, however, get 2 debuts last night. First up was very quick. Switchblade just randomly showing up backstage with the
real rock and roller
with the Cold Club to attack
Roppongi
Roppongi
the new
Vice.
shirt that says King. That shit's awesome.
Yeah. So his appearance on screen was quick, but we did get a little bit of discussion between the Bucks and Adam Cole, and they were like, this guy was feuding with Kenny at one point, right? And he was like, yeah, but when you're Bullet Club, you're Bullet Club for life, and you trust me, you trust him. Again, planting the seeds.
It's official. TK. And I'm gonna say this. For all those fucking WWE a-holes out there that swear to God AEW is supposed to be the new old NXT, if anything, they're going to be fucking like New Japan Light. The Bullet Club is coming, and it will be in full form because Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson's contracts are up in July.
Ooh.
Uncle Allen's contract is going to be ending soon as well. A lot of OG Bullet Club dudes could be going right to AEW and remaking this giant Bullet Club faction.
Tama Tonga's already out of contract.
Oh, there you go. Tama Tonga's free right now.
He says he was a free agent last month, and he's been tweeting Tony a lot over the past year or so.
Oh, yeah.
And it's almost like he's deliberately being ignored, like they're playing us. Maybe that's just wishful thinking, but I like to think that Tony's not replying and Tama keeps sending the messages like, I want to walk through the open door, and then in comes Tama from nowhere.
Right? Oh, man. The possibilities are endless. I've been hearing, now again, everybody knows my source is Uncle Dave. There are guys from Japan coming. I don't know how, but there are guys from Japan coming. Who, I don't know. But it's more than just Jay White. And it'll probably be more than just Tama Tonga. So I was told expect some names, but there was not being specific. I'm hoping for like a Jeff Cobb. I'm hoping for, maybe some more Ishii, maybe Tanahashi. I would fucking kill for Okada. But at the same time, like, that's got to be like a super special thing. And
there's like 3 biggest names would probably be Okada, Naito, Ospreay.
Oh yeah, Ospreay would probably definitely be one. I'm sure he's on his way. All the shit he's been talking about AEW.
I mean, how much fun did we have with Suzuki?
Oh my God, Suzuki was the man.
And the other debut, of course, which everybody pretty much knew, was Limitless, not Bearcat, Limitless. Keith Lee, got a nice pop. The music hit. Isaiah Cassidy shat his pants.
Oh yeah.
And just the match actually lasted longer than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm. He let him get some stuff in.
And then
all that.
Keith just, actually mid-match, Big Money Matt just walks out. He's done.
Yep. He was like, you know what? You're going to fucking die, and I'm not a part of this one.
And then after the match, they try and double team Keith, and he's just no sell on anything.
It's
Got you on a
stuff.
fucking over the ropes, powerbomb you onto your partner. There you go.
Like I said, love Keith Lee to death. But, quarantine did not do this guy no justice. He is easily well over 300 at this point, probably about 330. Again, I love him to death. If I could move like that at 330, I'm not talking shit about nothing. I'm just saying, he's not as trim. He looks every bit of about, like I said, 330, maybe 325. But he fucking launched Isaiah Cassidy. Motherfucker got about probably 5 feet legit in the air. That spot was awesome. he's gonna be really good in AEW. Now, I did say, and I have been saying that I think him and like a Wyndham Rotunda could have literally maybe revamped Impact. But you know what? They could still go. They could still play that card. It's just there are guys out there that can probably make Impact a relevant company, and I thought Keith Lee was one of them. But we'll have to keep looking.
Yeah, there's plenty of free agents out there.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, WWE.
Oh yeah.
So after we saw Keith Lee, Serena Deeb had like an open challenge, and obviously they didn't show what was it, Katie Kat in the ring for a while. So Serena comes out with an open challenge. I'm thinking, are we going to get Mia Yim? But then of course
that's
they showed
exactly what everybody in the
Katie
TSK thought.
Maybe a little bit further down the line.
Right.
And then we had another mystery, well, not mystery, jobber, as Jade defeated AQA to defend the TBS title.
She had an NXT run, apparently.
She did?
Under a different name. And apparently she ended up hitting somebody with a moonsault in a weird way, or a shooting star press in a weird way, and that's why they kind of released her.
Okay. Well,
my source for that one is Teddy P.
I hope it wasn't the shooting star press, because it was actually a very nice shooting star press that she hit last night, and it's nice to see it. You don't really see the shooting star anymore.
No, just the poor girl got greedy, went for a second one, and
honestly, it should have been a squash match though, because there wasn't much chemistry in there, and I mean, Jade's still improving.
I'll say this as a guy that just loves to fucking tear people apart inside of this ring. She's getting so much better.
Yeah.
And I say that as nicely as I can. I'm not going to bash on her. I thought this match was actually really good. Not really good. It was pretty good. It could have been a lot better. They did have a couple of botched spots, and I think without those botched spots, people would have been saying like this was a banger. Like it had all the makings of a really good match. It just you noticed the green and the people that definitely didn't help them. The botches didn't help them. And then it ties into it. So, but yes, she is absolutely improving. She has got nothing but star potential. Jade Cargill does. I went from bashing this poor girl to saying that she can be the next big thing. She really can be. But in due time, I will get over the green factor. You're gonna learn, and as they've taught people, the best way to learn is on the job.
Right. Yeah, the green is fading on Jade. Meanwhile, AQA about as green as this guy behind me.
Right, pretty damn green still. Nice fucking shooting star press, but
yeah, the shooting star was great.
Fucking green.
But everything else was a little bit wobbly.
Okay.
We get there. Speaking of wobbly, Inner Circle is pretty wobbly right now, almost to the point of implosion, as Jericho held the mandatory meeting, which wasn't really a meeting. It was just getting your ass torn off by Santana.
Pretty fucking much. They
he
show up
was
to their own music.
Really heated.
Well, yeah, look, I mean, when somebody like Eddie Kingston can convince, I wouldn't say convince you, that's the wrong word, can spark something in you, I guess, because in all reality, it's kind of true. Like, it's been 2 years since the formation of the Inner Circle. They've gotten one title shot.
Yeah.
One. You know what I mean? I get that they're like, Chris is like, you had your shot and you lost. But it's like, motherfucker, we've been together for 2 years and I got a shot. One. The Young Bucks got more shots than I did. Fucking Jungle Express got more shots than we did. You can list other tag teams that have had more shots than they have. And it's like, okay, is it, are you really holding us back? So I love this storyline. I do. I don't understand why it has to revolve around Sammy, though. And I love Sammy. That's my guy. I just don't understand why it has to fucking revolve around him. You guys figure it out or I'm going to quit. Like, what?
Yeah, that was a little bit confusing because I was like, well, they're going to quit anyway, Sammy.
Right? Like, I think they're gone, bro. Like, who cares? Like, are you Inner Circle or not?
I don't think Santana and Ortiz care if you want to stay in the group or not.
Yeah, no. They don't give a rat's ass.
They just want some gold.
They want to be taken seriously.
I mean, I can from kayfabe perspective, I can see both sides.
Absolutely.
They've had a lack of tag team title opportunities, but at the same time, Jericho was right. I mean, they've been in multiple main events with the Inner Circle. They've become much more recognized as Inner Circle members. Obviously,
Absolutely.
I mean, people knew who they were in Impact, but
right.
They came over to AEW, got a huge pop, and then they've been in, like you said, in multiple angles with the Inner Circle.
Yeah, I mean,
it is a double-edged sword.
Absolutely. But that's the great thing about this. This is one of these stories where you're torn. How do you really feel? Are you on the side of Jericho? How is, like, you saw the anger come out in Jericho last night. You know, he's obviously frustrated. So this is one of these ones where I don't want to say it's going to like tear fans apart or whatever, but it's more of now you need to pick your poison.
Yeah, and I think we knew Sammy was going to be the breakout from this group, and obviously now he's a 2-time TNT champion, which was kind of funny.
Get
because
rid of one of the fucking belts, dude, please.
He stood there with 2 identical belts. Santana and Ortiz are bitching
jackass.
about not getting any tag team titles. Meanwhile, Hager just stood there not saying anything.
Nah.
He's like, you don't hear me bitching.
He's like, well, so we're going to go get some food after this, or...
Yeah, so like Santana and Ortiz set up a tag match next week with Jericho and Hager, and like Hager's nobody asked Hager if he wanted to team with Jericho.
I don't want to do this. Like,
so you're just assuming that I'm on his side, okay?
He's like, I was supposed to be golfing next week, but I guess I'll be here.
I kind of like the idea though of like Hager being the only one sticking with Jericho, because they make a pretty interesting tandem. You got Jericho who's the brains, the experience, and everything. You got Hager who's the silent muscle.
I mean, you got to have a big to his little. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even call him little, but you got to have a big. And it works. I love Jake. Well, that's a lie. I really like Jake Hager. But I don't think he can stand on his own right now. I mean, you can try, but like if him and Jericho were to split, what the fuck are you gonna do with Hager?
Yeah, Hager kind of needs a mouthpiece. Not that he's a bad talker, but he's a lot cooler stood there looking badass while Jericho's talking shit.
Exactly. The less he opens his mouth, the cooler he looks.
Meanwhile, Sammy should have just like, I'm gonna go and hang with Ty.
Right? Like, I'll see you later. I'm gonna hang out with my ridiculously hot girlfriend.
I'm not being a part of this shit. Have you seen my Instagram?
Right? I'm out of here. All about positivity these days.
And then, of course, finally, main event was just a massacre.
Oh my god! I like the second you say massacre, I immediately started thinking of fucking Hangman's eye or where that cut was, and I'm like, for literally 7 or 8 minutes of the match, I'm like, guys, this fucking cut reminds me of Eddie, and I'm a little worried. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, it has not stopped.
That was pretty heavy.
And it just kept flowing. And I understand it, like it's on its face, you know, and the face is going to flow. I was like, but that thing was flowing. It never dried.
Yeah.
So.
I love how at the start of the match, obviously it kicked off backstage, and then they come out to the stage, and Hangman just randomly throws Archer through this glass panel. Nobody mentioned where the glass panel came from. Obviously, It was for probably Lance's entrance. It was just this random glass panel just happened to be there. And then all the commentary team, like, we're covered in glass now.
Yeah. Oh my god! Look at this. Like, what the?
Also, dude goes through a glass panel. Shane McMahon confirmed.
There you go. Shane McMahon's on his way. No, fuck that shit.
But no, the match was brutal, bloody, and you had both.
Fuck out of each other.
You had both angry old guys outside the ring. Jake almost hit a DDT.
Oh my god, the fucking crowd was begging for it.
Right.
And then fucking Archer's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, you fucking ruining my moment.
Really want to hit a DDT. But then Hangman hits his own DDT.
Yeah, it's like, god damn it. Fucking Dan Lambert taking off the fucking top turnbuckle so he can't hit the buckshot lariat. So he fucking flips over the ramp and hits
You know
and goes
what?
through tables.
That was genius, taking down the top rope so he can't hit his own finisher. But that finish was fucking beautiful.
Dan Lambert is he's a piece of fucking work. But I'm actually here to confirm Dan Lambert is getting fucking people on television. He's getting people to turn on that TV. Why do you say this? I have a lot of friends in the mixed martial arts community, a lot of Muay Thai fighters, jiu-jitsu guys. I had one of my buddies that we brag about our fight days all the time and how he still fights. He goes to Thailand and Mexico, and he's a real Muay Thai fighter. So he does it for real. And he was like, "Hey, you watch wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah, why? What's up?" And he's like, "What do you think of Dan Lambert?" And I started laughing. I said, I love-hate the guy. And he's like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And I go on to explain. He's like, "Yeah, he's got me watching wrestling again." And I'm like, "Dude, Dan Lambert?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You and who else?" And he starts naming all these guys at this other gym. And I'm like, "You tell me a bunch of fucking jiu-jitsu guys are watching pro wrestling?" They're like, "Well, fucking Dan Lambert's on TV." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, Dan Lambert is fucking bringing MMA people to pro wrestling. I fucking like it."
He's a lovable asshole. He's entertaining.
Fucking really fucking is. Oh my God, what a fucking way to put it. He's a lovable asshole. Oh, dude.
Especially when he's in the ring with Brandy.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, did you tear her apart, you poor fucking asshole.
Dan Lambert and Brandy is like The Rock and Stephanie.
Oh, yeah.
Or Jericho and Stephanie.
There you go, Jericho and Steph.
They both for it, so we're back in the day, to be fair.
Chemistry is top-notch. Top-notch stuff. I don't give a shit if the crowd boos the crap out. Top-notch shit.
No, you're supposed to, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that honestly, that finish, I had to rewatch like 3 times. Just flipping over the ref, clothesline over the ropes, through the table.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Again, yes, Lance Archer lost another big title match, but
in what fashion? And in what, like, he lost via count out. Okay, in a fucking Texas death match. If you're really going to put a fucking, like, start to, downgrade him or whatever, just stop. This was the way he could lose, and it would be okay. I kept talking about, yeah, he's going to have to lose, and it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's going to have to lose, and it's going to be a problem. Losing via count-out doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't mean shit.
No, it was basically a last man standing match.
Exactly. So it's, you know what? He went in there and he looked fucking hella strong. Okay, yeah. That fucking the blackout or whatever on the fucking steps.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever is that? They've done this fucking finisher or whatever, but that shit was fucking bananas. He fucking bounced and then hit the fucking pole, and I was like, okay, well, he's gonna fucking die.
Obviously, Shivani sold it, but you could actually hear the genuine concern in his voice. He was like, "Oh no.
Right?
Shit, did he just break his back?"
Yeah, that was pretty fucking bad. Pretty fucking bad.
So he took that bump, landed on his back, flipped over, and the only thing he seemed to be concerned about pain-wise was his finger.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, shit, is he just like blown a nerve or something?
Oh yeah, no, I thought he fucking broke his finger.
Yeah,
because he got it caught in the canvas.
Yeah,
that little side apron or whatever, and I was like, oh fuck no, like because I can already see like your finger getting fucking ripped out from something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell,
that apron's tight.
Mm-hmm. Fucking with that shit.
And Hangman summed up this match with a tweet. I'm getting tired of bleeding every month, which.
And apparently people are gonna have a fucking uproar about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I told him, quick, delete this before you get cancelled, but I appreciate the joke.
It was hilarious. And it's true. Every time he's had a match so far, he's bled. So
yeah.
Oh, by the way, I have to bring up R.I.P. to Tully Blanchard. He died on this show. He got fucking absolutely moited by CM Punk.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, they fucking killed Tully. Tully's dead. Fucking Tully's dead. But this is what makes this fucking show fun. Like, this was a goddamn pay-per-view quality show.
The great thing about it too was like on Mox's entrance, he like bowed to Tully, and then in the match, Punk just gives him a GTS.
Just fucking kills the poor bastard.
Like no selling, getting whipped with a jacket too.
Just
it was almost like Punk's like, I really don't want to do this, but you're pissing me off.
It's like if you weren't on the other goddamn team, I'd fucking you'd be my buddy.
He sold it pretty funny too. Like he took the GTS, kind of landed
awkwardly and then just
weird,
rolled out
and
of the
then
ring.
rolled forward, fell back.
The old man bumping, I don't know where to go. It was great though. This is what it is, bro. It's great fucking storytelling, great show. I literally did not see a thing wrong with this entire show. I heard people bitching about the finish and how Archer, I'm sick and tired of Archer losing and all that. I keep seeing that, and that's the only negative I've been seeing from this show.
Yeah.
But again, as much as I can defend it because of the count out thing, it does make sense. Archer got to really stop losing. But, Hangman is world champ for a reason, and he's going to hang on to it for a little longer for a certain reason.
Yeah, we also knew Hangman wasn't going to lose.
Yeah, no.
I don't think we really expected it to be that bloody, though, even though obviously it was going to be a Texas Death Match, but like right from the off, blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it was like, I think 30 seconds in and Archer was bleeding.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Whatever. I think we need a new segment for the end of the show. Basically, so what happened in NXT 2.0?
I'm gonna start working next week on doing like 60 second, like NXT in 60 seconds. I swear, because I mean
2.0 in 60.
2.0. Oh, I like that already. 2.0 and 60. I'll try it. This week wasn't hot terrible. I'll quickly run down it. They started out with the a semifinal for the Dusty Classic, Creed Brothers, Grizzly Young Vets. It was fine. They kind of worked way too hard for no reason. The Creed Brothers are
they
slowly
still trying to
learning.
murder people?
No, I was just gonna say they're slowly learning that you can't just murder everybody. As fun as it is, I get it. Trust me, I was there. I used to live on the mat. You can't just kill everybody anymore. So they're slowing it down.
Enter Terminator. Why?
Right, exactly. They did do the whole Tower of Doom spot. I thought that was pretty cool. So I mean, it wasn't too bad. The Creed Brothers shockingly beat Grizzled Young Vets. They're moving on. We got Tiffany Staten, aka Daddy's Girl Lady, against Wendy Chu. Is fucking bullshit. Pete Dunne beat some dude named Anthony. Draco Anthony. Never heard of this fucking nerd. But he gave him some stuff. They kind of go back and forth. Pete Dunne kind of carried him. Tony D'Angelo showed up. He tried to jump him, got mad that he got his ass beat, and then after the match, fucking Pete Dunne started loading the ring with all kinds of like weapons and shit. And since he wants to have a weaponized cage match, but as he's throwing shit in the ring, they fucking cut to Tony D'Angelo, and he's like, "This guy's a fucking lunatic." And I'm like, "You jumped him, you fucking idiot! Like, what the shit? You're over there with a crowbar, like, and he's the fucking lunatic." Whatever. You had LA Knight versus this fucking giant, another giant Indian. Another giant is the exact words. He's 6'8" and he's from India. Exact words. Sangha is his fucking name. You know what though? I'm bagging on his name. I'm bagging on the thing. The fucking guy could move. If he's like a legit, excuse me, a legit 6'8", he can fucking move. He looked really good. He looked really clean. I was actually rather impressed. LA Knight's are still a fucking dork though. But yeah, he ends up getting the win, which kind of like blew my mind. I'm like, why in the fuck would you like have this guy looking so good and then just lose in his opener? But He lost because of all the fucking distractions. Grayson Waller's an idiot too. Just an absolute fucking dingus. This championship summit where they have this fucking goddamn sit down. It's Braun Breaker and he's straight out of the 90s. Fucking straight out of the 90s. Cut off shirt, cut off fucking jean jacket with my faded jeans on and my fucking shirt tucked in. Again, swear to God, out of the 90s. I was like, dude, stop getting shit out of your dad's closet. Knock it off. And he comes out and they're literally, he's like, well, we all know how these things end, and he just stands up and he's ready to fight him. And out comes fucking Dolph Ziggler. And I'm like, why? Oh, well, I'm not here to brag, but I was this and that. Okay, what the fuck are you doing here, though? Like, he didn't really actually even give a fucking reason why he was there. And it was like, it was fucking pain in the ass. And that's why he's the official Geek of the Week, by the way. Showing up for no fucking reason.
Well, I'm going to play the music anyway.
I was going to say you can just slide the music in on the back.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek.
Pencil neck geek.
So who is this week's Geek of the Week?
Dolph Ziggler. Don't ever fucking just jump in there and think you're hot shit. Okay, you're not AJ Styles, pal. You're not AJ Styles. You can't just jump on a brand and be like, well, I was a one-time world heavyweight champ and I won the fucking U.S. title and like, nobody cares. We get it. You've been around forever, so they have to give you belts. Go fuck right off now. Saray killed Dakota Kai with a Saito suplex. Yeah, Dakai's just dying.
She's been dying for like 2-3 years.
She has been dying for like 2 or 3 years. It's Edris, Envo, and Malik, or whatever the fuck these guys' name is. I swear to God, they were like a jobber team that ended up becoming like a real team, and they're actually impressive, and I kind of like them. It's hilarious because this Malik is like, he's like the ladies' man. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of confidence. He exudes confidence. And this fucking, Edris fella, he don't fucking say shit. He's just like real shy. And I'm like, what the fuck? These guys are weird, but they can work. MSK did not carry them too much, but they did, it was a nice little carry job. And it was a little quicker than I wanted it to be. I don't understand why the fucking Creed brothers and goddamn Grizzly Young Vets got more fucking time than these butt fuckers, but whatever. I guess it is what it is. So the finals is actually MSK against the Creed brothers. I kind of want to see MSK just win back to back. You know what I mean? I like the Creed brothers. I do. I think MSK can carry them to, I'm hoping, a decent tag match. But I wouldn't go crowning them Dusty champs. That's, as of right now, that's been a kind of prestigious little thing. Like, don't go fucking it up. Kylie Ray and Mandy Rose. So I only caught this one in highlight form.
I saw this one.
I will admit that I do want to go back and rewatch it. And I will admit, excuse me, I will admit that I'm sure the highlights had informed me of just as much fucking tomfoolery as there actually was in the match.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I'm a little afraid of. But I mean, that just means that they're probably going to have a tag match. And so that, obviously because Mandy won, but it was fine. It was for as bad as NXT shows have been, this one wasn't terrible, but it was, I definitely got to stop watching NXT right after AEW. I got to stop doing it.
Probably saved by the women again.
I mean, yeah, hell, I mean, the fucking ladies in the back kind of had me entertained. Raquel Gonzalez and her new weird tag partner and whoever these fucking random ladies are, and they just started rambling in Spanish at each other, and I was like, what? Whatever. When the fuck did I turn on AAA? But I guess. But it's cool. I like the fiery and passion.
All right, then. Wait a minute. What day is it? Oh, yeah. So next week is Vengeance Day.
Vengeance Day.
Vengeance Day. Not St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
No, because they're fucking lame.
Is it on a fucking Tuesday again?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's on a Monday. So
On Monday. Yeah. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day.
Oh man, Raw's gonna do a Valentine's Day edition.
Well, that's the thing though. Raw and NXT are going to be on Sci-Fi for the next 2 weeks. Like this week they were on Sci-Fi. Next week they'll be on Sci-Fi, and that's because the Olympics rule all, baby.
Wasn't Raw on Sci-Fi too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their numbers are going down.
Yeah, and of course the fact that it's on Sci-Fi is going to be an excuse.
Mm-hmm. But we were on the like, homie. They're making 1.3 on or 1.2 on TBS player. TBS. Tell me one other show that's gotten over $1 million the last time on TBS. I can't tell you.
Certainly not Big Bang Theory reruns.
Nope.
Now then, for this week's Wrestler of the Week. Pretty easy one for me this week. I didn't really have to think about it. I've already said I think it was his best match in the company so far. Based purely on this week's tag match, I got to give it to CM Punk.
Yeah, all right.
He brought it this week.
Love it. And no, he did absolutely bring it. Another obvious, acceptable answer would have been FTR for just being fantastic and having an awesome handlebar and mustache and one of the sweetest mullets you've ever seen on television. Totally died. Had to do it.
Punk's really not well known for a tag team wrestler either, but he really, really understands tag team psychology so well.
Yeah, that he does. He really does. He just understands just wrestling psychology.
Yeah.
Which is great. It is in no way a bash.
No. So yeah, CM Punk is this week's Wrestler of the Week. And like I said, I want to see some more tag team Punk.
Yeah, tag team Punk. Tag team Punk.
And before we go anywhere, another last couple of things from WWE. We're obviously continuing the feud with Becky and Lita. Lita hit a pretty smooth-ass twist of fate and a beautiful moonsault on Becky this week. She hasn't missed a step.
Nah. Fucking uncanny.
As much as we wanted Becky and Ronda, I'm actually looking forward to Becky and Lita at the Chamber, and then obviously we'll see who Becky's against at Mania. Probably going to be either Liv Morgan or the other one I've heard, Bianca.
And
one of those two makes sense.
If you're going to do Bianca, then she's got to lose big time.
Who, Becky?
Either way, Becky needs to lose.
Yeah.
In either one of these matches, now that I sit and think about it, either one of them, she needs to lose.
They're both owed to be put over in a big way by Becky, so it's got to be one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
I will find out. Who else in the Chamber match is Bianca, Liv, Piper. I want to say Dana Brooke.
Oh God, are you?
Is
that a joke? Please be a joke.
It's definitely Liv, Bianca, and Piper Niven. Oh, Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash. Sorry, Nikki ASH, and TBA. There's still one spot left.
Ah, crap, some bitches.
Why did I think
it's gonna be hard
Dana
whole
Brooke?
Country?
So obviously we're going to be predicting Blood Money 7 next week. But here's the matches so far. So we got that women's chamber match. We got Roman and Goldberg, a.k.a. Wild Bill hip replacement. Yep, yawning. Exactly. We got,
the second you said we're running down the card, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Becky and Lita. Breaking shit. Becky and Lita for the Raw Women's title. The men's chamber match for the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth freaking Rollins versus Austin Theory versus Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles. That's actually going to be a tough one to call because I really don't think Brock's going to win, and I don't want a unification match because Brock's already got a match against Roman, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't need a title. We also have the Usos versus the Viking Raiders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. Drew McIntyre once carried the title and carried Raw for like a year, and now he's in a pointless singles match against Madcap Moss just because he got eliminated at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Stupid.
What a waste.
Stupid.
Insert Randy Orton gif.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's your card for Blood Money. We'll be predicting next week. And your week. Captain 512 and SMRPodNet. Once again, the website is maxwrestling.net. And now listen up, all you pencil neck geeks, because this is what Moses has for you this week.
Right on. Got a whole lot of nothing right now. Everything is put on hold. Why? I'm actually in the process of going to school, and it's very hard. And learning to code and then doing notes and all these other things is not easy. So as of right now, Bolt Rant is like the biggest. I think I've said this part. It's like the biggest priority. There is some stuff from after the Senior Bowl, since Senior Bowl is now over, that I'm going to be discussing, but don't expect anything for about another week. I'm hoping starting Monday is going to be a thing where I'm going to be doing mock draft Mondays. Every Monday will be a 3-round mock draft. We'll go through different scenarios of guys who could fall where, and we'll see how it goes. We'll do 3 different mock drafts every Monday, and I think it'll be maybe like every Wednesday I'll drop something else, but it's not confirmed yet. Retro is confirmed to come back. It is 100% on its way back. The start date, I have yet to confirm that. There's either going to be a new co-host or a returning co-host. I don't know yet. It's either one is up in the air. So we'll see. But yeah, Retro is on the way back. Forbidden Door. Okay, just know the Forbidden Door. But expect it maybe March, probably second week of March. But yeah, other than that, Bolt Rant stuff. Doing what I can. Oh, TikTok. Got to get on TikTok. Got to follow Max Wrestling UK, I believe is what it is, TikTok. And I'm literally going on there and I'm responding to the fucking idiots, to the people, to the same marks that posted the shit Mark Say segment. I am literally going on TikTok and bashing them. I'm on the process of doing skits. Still trying to figure out how to work this fucking app. I am 32 years old. And yes, as much as I am a programming major, don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out. There's skits are coming. They're probably just going to bash WWE, so just be fair warned now, and they're going to be hilarious. But other than that, send me your questions. Q&A is always open, and yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Second week of March is actually also perfect because that's this year's 7th anniversary of Max Wrestling. No, it's a 7 years anyway. I don't know how. I always forget how it works. Is it 7th anniversary? It's been 7 years. Is it the 8th anniversary? Or is it the 6th? I don't know. But it's 7 years of Max Wrestling. The second week of March, which is also 2 weeks before PromoMania. So, with that said, join us next week for Blood Money 7 predictions. We'll predict it. We probably won't watch it. Well, Alexander, we've been waiting for you. Your opponent obviously hasn't let himself known or left a message, so we still don't know who he is. He didn't feel like talking this week, so I guess if you don't feel like talking either, there's nothing left to say except you've been watching the Cap and Mo. Goodbye. Mwah. And for fuck.
Dazzy Lee. I do apologize for having to interrupt the show once again, but I have been waiting a week now for this man to come forward and confess his sins. Moses Marquez, I am sure you have told your lawyer that I am looking for him. Chad Malcolm, I am sick and tired of you running around here acting like Vince McMahon. You see, Travis the Walker Anderson wants to be released of his contract. He wants to walk away. And quite frankly, he is getting damn tired of doing all of your dirty work for you. So, at PromoMania, it will be Chad Malcolm the lawyer versus Travis the Walker Anderson. And when Travis the Walker Anderson wins, you will let him free.